Hello, my name is Edwin.
This is Jeff.
Yo, what up, everyone? This is Frantic. Welcome to Tilted Not Stirred. It is a beautiful, beautiful January 17th, Tuesday night. How are you guys doing?
We're fucking old.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Y'all really feel old? I
Being
thought
old.
30 was like the new 15, without all the legal stuff.
I already said that we're basically still 28. We lost 2 years to COVID.
Yeah, I want a refund. But anyways,
But
yeah,
we're 30 now, guys. All of us
We
are
are-
officially 30.
we all just
Wow.
turned 30. And I was the last one holding on to my youth for as long as I could.
I mean, that we're in new uncharted territory, man. Yes, we're 30, but like with all the technology and stuff like that, like I feel like we're still cool, you know? We're still hip. We're still in the know.
Have you talked to a kid? A fucking youngin'?
Yeah, I talked to my girlfriend and I half the shit like I'm like, "What? That's really
We're-
happening?"
Yeah, we're definitely not fucking cool.
We're
We're-
gonna go through our midlife crisis.
Hey,
We're
I'm so
chuggy.
cool. Hey, hey.
We're chuggy.
Hey,
What the
hey,
hell does that even mean?
settle down.
it's the youngin's definition of what where we're it's essentially calling us boomer, but to our generation.
Yeah, they can't say like millennial or mer or anything, so they just call us chuggy or crunchy. But anyways, now that we're 30, I mean, has anything changed? You guys feel any different? Like, what does it mean now to be 30 to you guys?
Oh, dude, okay. I turned 30 and I became a snitch bitch.
What the?
Yeah, the streets would not be
nah.
happy.
Nah, dude.
All right. This is a story time real quick, all right? I ordered this package, right? This package cost me, about $100. It was coming from the UK. I was
Wow.
super excited about it.
It's pretty far.
I didn't expect it to get here within like 3 days, right?
Wait, what?
But it-
From the UK in 3 days?
Yeah.
Holy.
It was like the shipping was fucking ridiculous. It was $16. So,
What the hell did you order?
well, I guess I could get into that with the nostalgia baiting that we were going to talk about, but anyways, I ordered this package. This package shows up in 3 days and I'm like, what the fuck? Right? And I see the picture that they sent and that's not my apartment.
Ooh.
So then I'm like, oh, hold on. That's the next apartment over.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So I'm like,
Close.
okay, cool. Nobody lives in that apartment. That box should still be there. And I go over and there's kids playing like with an adult. And they're playing and stuff. And I was like, oh, have you guys seen my packet? My package? And they're like, the FedEx one? I didn't tell them it was a FedEx fucking package. But they said the FedEx one. And then I was like, yeah, that one. And they're like, oh, it should be in your apartment. We saw him go deliver in the apartment. To which the little kids were like, oh, yeah. Yeah, he did. And I was like-
see, the kids never lie, dude.
I mean, the kids were like, it took them a while. And we're like, yeah, your package should be up
Dude,
there.
they're having fun, they're just playing,
Okay, so I'm like, okay, I don't know where my package is at.
Your FedEx
Well-
package.
Yeah, my FedEx package. Then I go back out there and I was like, oh, my mistake. You guys live down here. It's fine. Nobody lives up in that apartment. My package should still be there. So I go up there. And they're like, oh, yeah, definitely your package should be there. And I was like, okay, fucking. I go back down and I was like, I wasn't there. So I messaged the company that sent me the products, and I was like, "Hey, my package got, delivered in the wrong apartment, and it's no longer, I can't find it." And the guy who runs the company was like messaging me back and forth about the package, and then he's like, "We'll just send you another one, and we'll hold FedEx liable for whatever happens to the other package."
Oh, that's nice of him.
And Wells Fargo doesn't let you do chargebacks unless you file a police report.
Interesting.
So I
So
filed a
you-
police report, but I put
Ooh.
no prosecution
Damn.
because all of this was a speculation, right? I was just like, "Hey, my package got stolen. I've talked to some neighbors about it. I don't want any prosecution because I don't know
Nah, man.
if they stole my package." But the FedEx one, that comment was kind of like,
I don't know
tell
who,
you.
I don't know who did it, but they see them over there.
I don't know who it was, but over there looking shifty.
Hey, you're a whole ass snitch.
Yeah,
This
the streets would not be happy, dude. You turn 30 and you start looking at fucking Papa John's workers sideways for not wearing uniform.
You just start giving less of a fuck now. You're like, you know what? You reap what you sow.
A valuable lesson was learned here today, Edwin, and that's buy with a credit card.
Oh,
I did. And, oh, no, I bought it with my debit.
Yeah, I was about to say credit card. They're funding, no questions asked, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's probably a good little life hack there. If you're expecting an important package, especially if it's coming from afar, probably with a credit card, right? Get a little more
PayPal,
insurance
too.
on that. PayPal
PayPal will always take your side. Yeah.
Well, the good thing about like credit cards and stuff and PayPal is that it's not your money you're spending; it's the bank's money or PayPal's money. So they're like, "Wait, hold up, what happened to our money?"
Want it. Yeah.
Exactly. If it's
Mhm.
your debit card, they don't give a fuck about your money, dude.
Yeah. So that's the story of how I got my package stolen, but the company was nice enough to send me another package.
Very
So-
cool. Did it
Did that
take
one
was
get
it
stolen?
3 days again?
So my mom texted me saying, FedEx just delivered a package upstairs again. And I had a fucking aneurysm. I was in San Diego and I was just like, motherfuckers, if they did it again,
Take it again.
if they did it again, I am chainsaw certified.
You don't gotta tell us what they stole, but was it something that useful for them, or is it just particular for you?
It's particular for me. I guess we can talk about being 30 and the nostalgia that comes with it.
You should probably
So-
do that after the intro.
Yeah.
After this brief message. Oh, thank you, Jeff. I forget about the intro sometimes.
Gotcha.
Take-
bro.
What kind of 2-bit circus are we running here?
I like how originally our intros were supposed to be like 2-3 minutes, and then sometimes we go like 20 minutes without an intro.
So 30.
So the thing that I bought is like 2 little like encyclopedia things
Oh,
for
Jesus.
video games.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
I thought
So,
I was like, shit, man. You're not 60. You're fucking 30. What are you buying encyclopedias for?
So these little encyclopedias are super niche. I guess we can. I'm not sponsored, but I am. After speaking to the founder himself,
Oh,
through email saying, "Hey, these motherfuckers lost my package," and he's like, "I got you, dude." Like, I didn't even know he was the founder until I get my book and I open it and his name is there, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And I just opened the website and he's like, our founder, this person. So the company's called Bitmap Books, and they do like encyclopedias for video games, right? And I bought two of them. One of them was the entire history of the King of Fighters. It's a fighting game that's been running since like early 90s. And then the entirety of the collection released for the Super Nintendo. And it gives you little excerpts for every single game released for that console, and they're just beautiful things to look at. And to me,
that is awesome.
Yeah, to me it makes like the Super Nintendo was the first console I've ever played, right? And then I just recently, because of the way they treated me and all that stuff while we were like trying to figure out what the fuck happened to my package, I decided to buy the Game Boy, the entire Game Boy collection. So that's coming in the mail soon, and pretty excited.
Where are you putting all this stuff? Do you have like a bookshelf?
Yeah, I have a bookshelf.
Oh, that's sick. Okay, because
when's the sponsorship check coming in?
I don't know. I'm definitely gonna send him a message because I'm homies with the CEO now.
Very cool.
Hell yeah.
Like one of the head honchos of where I work at, whenever he gets on a call, he has like this big, big bookshelf behind him, and it always makes him look very like intimidating, like he's in like his like master office type of thing. And like I can just imagine now like Edwin with a bookshelf behind him, but it's all like super nerdy, like encyclopedia shit, and like what is it, like what are the books with the art in them? Art books? There.
Art books?
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Well, I have the entire Super Mario encyclopedia. I have Legend of Zelda encyclopedias, Fire Emblem encyclopedias, League of Legends encyclopedias, like Street Fighter 1. So, I don't know. I'm just building these up, and I get really excited about like all the preservation and history of video games in general. So, I don't know. It was a purchase that made sense, and having it stolen, I realized how much I wanted it, and I was like, "Fuck it, dude! I'll buy the Game Boy one." And I've been pretty excited.
Damn.
Gonna keep looking to see if they release a Game Boy Color one, or because they're moving up. They started with the like Sega Master System, the Commodore 64, shit that I wasn't even alive for, right? So.
Yeah. All right. Well, at least they stole something like that. For a second, I thought they stole like, your weird like obsession with anal beads. Like it would have been really awkward if like your package and it's just like, oh man, this dude is weird. Why has he got all these anal beads? Why is he ordering like the whole collection? So
now you got to do the glitter bomb.
So now they just think you're a loser, which is, I guess. They're either going to continue stealing from you because they're like, man, this guy's a nerd. He ain't going to do nothing. Or he's like, man, this guy's cool. This guy's all right.
They play
Let's
video
keep taking
games.
Stuff from them.
They play video games every night. Like I see their TV.
They're about to put it in their living room as well. Like, man, this is nice.
This is a nice coffee book.
This is a nice coffee book. Yeah, motherfuckers, man. But yeah, I turned into a fucking snitch at 30. So,
damn.
Yeah, we're moving up in the world.
Well, the 30s is definitely the era of making moves, and I got some special news for you guys.
Oh shit.
Oh.
So Leslie and I, we put a deposit down on a new apartment.
That's what's up, dude.
And,
happy for you.
We're gonna be moving in, and we're gonna be living that life.
Oh yeah, dude! Congratulations.
Where at?
We're gonna be in
Don't
Long
doss
Beach.
yourself.
I mean, you can just say the fucking.
The city's fine.
City.
It's at Long Beach. It's pretty.
Long
dope.
Beach, Eastern Europe. And that's a nice country. It's a nice
Yeah,
part of the country, dude.
It's nice. It's Long Beach, Canada. Yeah, and so it's a beautiful apartment, and we look forward to moving in. And I know I just turned 30, but it feels like damn, like 30's already really coming in hot. Like
Damn, dude,
things
you're
are
gonna be
happening.
living in Long Beach?
Oh yeah, in the LBC, you can catch me out there.
Well, Long Beach is really pretty in some parts and real ghetto in other.
I'll be down there at the pawn shop.
In the real
Hell
pretty
yeah,
part.
dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, dude. Happy for you, man.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. It's
Good shit.
it's gonna be a huge step forward. Not just in our relationship, but both of us, living together for the first time, and her moving out of her parents' place for the first time as well. So I'm sure there's gonna be some growing pains at first, but for anybody listening, they want to give me like maybe one or two of their best advice of people moving together. I mean, a lot of people give their 2 cents, and I love them, so I let people talk. But
extremely relevant, dude. We just had this conversation with my supervisor today.
oh,
He was talking about moving out with your significant other. Extremely relevant. And he goes, "Hey, when I was gonna move in with my significant other, I kinda not so subtly imply that she should get her own place first because this was the first time she was moving away from her parents' house.
okay,
So he suggested to her, hey, you should move out on your own and figure that out.
that's comforting.
That way she understands what it's like to wield that power of like dictating how you're going to eat, dictating when and where you're going to, like when you have to do things.
Yeah,
Right.
that and like if you don't do anything, well, it looks like nothing gets done.
Exactly. And then the basis, because if you just move in with somebody from the get-go, you have no basis of what makes somebody a good or bad, like, roommate or person to live with. So he's
Okay.
just like, if you move out first and experience life on your own and with other people, you realize that, it's kind of like a relationship. You realize what you want and don't want.
Yes. Let's take a break. Is that what you want? You want me? We should go see other people. Just.
It's like, oh, I'm glad you were sitting down for that one, but
But
it should be fine, dude. You guys are grown people.
we're definitely solid. So I don't have a whole lot of fears in that department. And it's it's dual income with no kids. What is it called?
Dinklebirds.
Dinkelberg.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a Dinkelberg. So that's gonna be my new intro.
Is Jack moving in with y'all?
No dogs.
No, the homie Jack.
Yeah, no pets. Oops. Oh no. How did that happen? Nah,
You're a
dog,
fucking
the
idiot, dude.
little homie, he's all right, man. He's like, the thing about Leslie's dog is that he's more a cat than a dog, and so it's really annoying, like the inconsistencies. One day the dog will be happy to see me, and then the next day it's like as soon as he sees me, he's already barking at me. Or like sometimes it's just like, oh yeah, pet me, dude. Like he'll come up to me and everything, and so I'll pet him. And then other days it's like I reach over, it's like I'm attacking him. It's like, oh man, this dude, he's weird. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna be mean instead. It's a lot more enjoyable for me to just be mean to you instead of trying to extend an olive branch.
And be rejected.
Yeah, man, rejection hurts. So Jeff, what is 30? You've been 30 longer than us.
Yes, I have 1 week experience on
You're-
both of you.
You are wise beyond your years.
Wise old man, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
tell us your findings.
I've always felt like I've had an old soul, you know?
Okay.
Like, aside from, going to sleep at 3 in the morning, I've got some tendencies of an old man, you know? I hate seeing kids on my lawn. I like an early breakfast or lunch,
Okay. This is
But,
great.
like,
This is great for like a Tinder profile, by the way. This
Ah,
is great
yes,
biography.
yes.
Little.
Mm-hmm. Long walks
Yeah.
on the beach.
I realized I hate loud places.
Yeah, I like being the loud one, but I don't want anybody else to be loud.
Yeah,
Just
fuck
me.
that, dude. I want to hear myself talk, not you.
Have you heard my voice?
It's pretty great. I mean, honestly, dude, it hasn't hit me yet. I don't know. I just I've already been showed my age. Years of working at a warehouse. Fuck, I sleep wrong one night and then I'm feeling it all day.
Mm-hmm.
Just aches and pains and joints and shit. But yeah, I don't feel 30.
Well, you
I don't
got
know.
you got like 9 more years, and then you're gonna be 40,
And then yeah,
and then
and then I'll
we'll
be
see how
40
it
and then
goes.
it'll hit me.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Maybe I'll have a midlife crisis like I alluded to earlier. I already have a sports car.
That is true. That is true. I thought you would. I thought you would be. When you first bought that car, I was like, oh shit! Jeff's about to. You'd be picking up all the ladies now, just driving around in his car, sports car. But then you just kept it in the garage. I'm like, well, that's kind of a shame.
Gas is expensive.
Just take pictures with it, man, and
Gas is expensive, dude.
Yeah, that is true. Gas is expensive.
Take pictures of it and put it on your Tinder profile.
Yeah, and me with my car. I need a dog. I don't have a dog, so I can't take a dog picture.
Fuck it.
I hear that's
dude.
essential for the profile.
Yep. Ooh, yeah.
Borrow Jack for a bit.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to. I mean, he's gonna get surgery soon, so well, maybe I should offer pictures with Jack so he can pay off his surgery.
Mm-hmm. Compliment, yeah, for your Tinder profiles.
Yeah.
Rent out your dog. Put a Craigslist ad up.
Mm-hmm. Like GoFundMe, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But
people have made GoFundMe's for less. So yeah, dude, do that.
One of my friends made a GoFundMe for I want to go to France, and I was like, "Fuck you."
Hey, people, you know what? If I can imagine where you're just like, especially if you're a very attractive person, you can probably be like, if you guys fund my trip at this amount of money, like at this milestone, I'll take a picture at I'll send everybody who donated a picture of me at so and so place, and everyone would be like, oh yeah, cool. But it doesn't have to be naked or anything. Don't be creepy out there, perverts. I'm just saying.
Not
just
gonna
a
lie,
normal
I thought that's what you were referring to.
No, dude, man. See, OnlyFans really ruin things, dude. Because whenever anybody says like, "Oh yeah, I'll sell you a picture," everyone thinks that it's just it's a nudes now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what Patreon is for.
Yeah.
Yes,
Earlier you mentioned gas prices, and that reminded me of I follow some YouTube content creators that talk about the car market, and it's funny because it's a lot like the graphics card market where they're just like everything's overpriced. Don't buy now. Don't buy now. It's like, well, dude, when is anyone ever gonna buy a car? This week they've been talking about how Tesla dropped their prices. On some of their models even up to like 20%, and I'm just like, okay, that's whatever, but then so it turns out that there's like some sort of clean vehicle tax credit, I guess. So if you buy like an electric car, but it has to be at a certain MSRP, the MSRP has to be below 55K. And so what Tesla's doing is they dropped the prices on a bunch of their cars so that a lot of their cars, if not most of them, all are like within that threshold. Can you imagine if you bought a Tesla like let's say 6 months ago and you just got your Tesla now, and then like the same one that you just bought is like
20% cheaper,
like $7,000 cheaper or some shit. You're just like, what the fuck? Like, this is some bullshit.
Well, did California sign that bill that I think by 2035 they're gonna phase out the sale of gas cars? Is that still a thing?
I mean, who knows?
I think it's been California and Oregon who signed that.
Well,
Oregon
Seattle too, no?
Oregon just recently
Washington,
joined.
my bad.
But that's
I thought Oregon was the second.
Well, there's a coalition between the coastal states from Canada to California that all pretty much passed the same laws.
Well, who knows,
Wow.
man? Because like in 12 years, we're gonna be in our 40s, and maybe everyone, we'll just join all the other old folk and vote Republican because we're 40.
Well, I hope when I'm 40, I'm rich enough to vote Republican, dude. That's the dream.
That's a dream.
Yeah.
My coworker, she was her dad told her, "You think very blue collar. You have a blue collar mind."
Is that
And
bad,
I was-
or is that a good thing? Explain to the folks at home what blue collar work is.
It's like it's just you have to work all the time to fucking keep shit afloat. Like you don't see your parents as a kid because your parents are working 2-3 jobs to keep everything. You're living paycheck to paycheck kind of thing.
Well,
I mean,
it's
that's
also
sadly what it is now.
It's opposed to being like white collar work where you're in the office. Blue collar is like more
is
like
outside,
hands-on,
warehouse,
mechanic,
construction,
etc.
mechanic, things like that. Yeah,
You're just getting your hands dirty and
exactly.
So
yeah.
you have
it's
a
like-
get your hands dirty type of mentality.
Is that what it is? Is that what he's getting at?
Well, I don't want to know where your hands have been.
No, he told his daughter that.
Well, I don't want to know where her hands have been either.
But we were just like, I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
But yeah, that's what it means. It's that like a white collar think office setting, so think the opposite of that.
So if someone says
okay.
you have a blue collar mentality, does that mean that like you don't aspire to more than just being a blue collar? Does that mean like
Yeah, you a simple minded bitch.
I would hope not.
I don't know.
From a this is a person. This is a white collar person saying this.
Oh, well, now it just takes on a different meaning, doesn't it?
Yeah, and this person's telling his daughter that she has a blue collar mind.
Oh.
They're pretty affluent.
You gotta start thinking more white collar.
I don't know. I
I don't know what
I
the
was
fuck
shocked.
that means.
This was the same family that when I went over to their house, they were like, after the party, pulled her aside and said, "You didn't tell us Edwin was black."
Oh God.
Wait, what? What the fuck does that matter?
Yeah, that's exactly her response. She's like, she tells them about me and like about work every day. And they know me by her stories or whatever. And they had a vision of who I was. And then I show up at their house.
Did the wife have some pearls that needed clutching?
Apparently.
Gasp.
Yeah, we didn't know Edwin was black.
Howdy.
I was just like, boy, howdy. Hello. How you doing, man? Look at me getting your fucking house dirty just by being here.
Oh, come on,
Jesus.
man. Jesus. Fucking. It's so. I mean, it's funny. Like the whole like I didn't know Edwin was black, and then you have people on the internet that are just like anytime anything is race swapped, or it's like that shouldn't be that. They shouldn't be that color. It shouldn't be that. This or the other. You have like the
Is this
people.
a transition?
You have the people on The Last of Us. Like, there's people actually complaining that the main character isn't white. So it's like, what the fuck? Why are you? I mean, is Pascal even like? He could pass as a white guy, right? Like, is this like a whole lot of nothing?
Well, Joel, is he white?
I think he's supposed to be white. I mean,
Maybe, I don't know. I never put too
I
much
don't
thought
know.
into it.
In the
He's
video
like
game,
scruffy.
it's like the
With
thing,
a name
right?
like Joel.
People like that played the video game. So for those who don't know, The Last of Us is it's a video game first. That's gonna be turning into a show that it already aired, right? I think you told me, Jeff.
Yeah.
I think the first episode
First
aired
episode is already out.
on Friday or something.
On what platform is that? Because
HBO
HBO.
Max.
all the fucking streaming sites. So it's on HBO, and the game was, I mean, it won like a ton of awards. It's an excellent like single player game where you go through a story of like what it would be kind of like an apocalyptic world. And anyways, the main character, I guess you can kind of say is iconic in the video game industry, at least for those who follow. And yeah, some people are actually upset that he's not like full on white, which is weird because the actor, well, I mean, he's pretty light skinned, you know, like, does it fucking matter?
I don't know, man. This is the same fucking.
Like, he's an excellent actor. Whatever happened to just like you got a great actor into the role, so it should be good.
It's the same type of people who get upset over black elves in Lord of the Rings.
Well, first of all, and let me tell you, Edwin, the elves are supposed to be white. No, just kidding.
It's a fantasy setting, dude.
Yeah, I don't even give a fuck about that either. There's a lot of purists out there though that like everything has to be exactly as it was either before or how they imagine it in their mind. The funny thing about like your imagination is that the like reality will never be as good as your fantasy. And so whenever like anything slightly off, like you're always going to piss off at least one person in today's society. So I have no idea if The Last of Us is going to be a good show. The main actor, well, I guess there's two main actors, huh? Since it's about Joel and what's the girl actor? Ellie, yeah. So I'm hoping for the best. I even saw negative comments about Ellie being trashed online. That they wanted somebody that looked more like the Ellie in the video game. It's like, holy shit.
Pedro Pascal is Chilean American.
I mean, dude, that's pretty close, right?
He's light skinned.
I don't know. It's like the most subtle shit ever, and then you have other shows that just came out like Velma. That's like a complete reimagining of it all, because The Last of Us at least is gonna follow, like, at least for what we know, is gonna be following the game and like the story. Whereas you have a show that recently came out called Velma that is basically taking place in the Scooby-Doo universe, but apparently people collectively hate it. Have you guys watched it?
I have not, but I've seen a lot of hate for it on Reddit.
Oh, Reddit never change.
And it's
angry.
You know what?
It's one of those things where it's coming from all sides. Every community hates it.
Oh, well, if everybody
even
agrees,
the ones that it's targeting. Yeah.
You know what? If everyone agrees, and you know what? I think it's the truth. Because, you know, Reddit has never steered me wrong. So what's going on with Velma?
So, right, you got the anti-woke people who are pissed off, right? Because Velma is now Middle Eastern, Shaggy's now African American, Daphne's Asian, and there's no Scooby-Doo, but we'll get to that later. So the anti-woke people are mad about that, you know, because heaven forbid these people are a different race, like it matters. So that's why they were mad. And then
wait, hear me out. Hear me out.
okay.
Isn't Shaggy a beach bum white guy that's always like,
He's a stereotypical stoner.
He's a stoner.
It's not implied.
It's implied.
It's implied that he's always on drugs, right? But like, he's a beach bum white guy with the minivan and everything. That's his, right?
I don't know.
I don't know the lore behind Scooby-Doo, but zoinks! Like,
I think that's his.
Yeah, I mean that's his character, but this is like a reimagined universe, like alternate universe of Scooby-Doo, I guess.
Continue. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so that's why the anti-woke people are mad, because, you know, people can't be a different race ever. So then now you have the OG Scooby-Doo fans who are pissed off at the show because there's no Scooby-Doo. You know, how are you going to have Scooby in the gang without Scooby-Doo?
Maybe this is a prequel, you know, like before Scooby-Doo, this is who they were.
Okay, well, that would make sense, but then why is Shaggy a completely different person? Like, Shaggy doesn't go by Shaggy, he goes by Normal. He goes by his
Oh,
like first name, and they share like zero personality traits.
well, maybe he turns into a stoner later. Would that make
And like
people happy?
from what I read, he's portrayed as someone who wouldn't even do drugs.
Oh, like he's like a clean guy. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Things in life sometimes make you turn into a drug addict, or a stoner.
Maybe he saw some shit inside of a house.
True. Yeah, maybe he
I don't
saw some
know. Yeah.
ghosts.
Maybe, yeah.
But
Yeah, that's what it was.
from what I understand, what Velma is like imagine like a high school, like a stereotypical high school drama type of thing, and Velma is supposed to be like this know-it-all person that like just seems to have it all under control, and then like kind of obnoxious and stuff. And then you have Shaggy, who's no longer Shaggy. You have Fred, who's like the white guy in the show that people. He's basically the stick to beat on, to like make fun of and ridicule the whites. And then you have Daphne that has interracial lesbian parents? Question mark. I think they're interracial as well. So she has
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
so she
yeah.
has lesbian parents, and it's like, okay, cool. And then Velma and Daphne are lesbian for each other, so it's like, oh, okay, that's a little different as well, but that's fine. That's fine. And it's just a whole lot of like, basically, what it seems like is just they're taking the IP, they're taking something that everybody already knows, and they're like, hey, this is a show in that universe, so come watch this because you're already familiar. But then it's like a completely new show, so like, are we getting debated? Is this just like, are you trying to piss us off on purpose?
I mean, I've read a lot of theories on what happened with the show. Originally, it was just supposed to be its own thing, and then they wouldn't greenlight it. So I guess Mindy slapped on, oh, but it's Scooby-Doo now. And they're like, okay, but you can't have Scooby-Doo.
What?
As a person who tailored his taste in women revolving around Velma, I don't know how to feel about this show because I haven't watched it. But still.
It's supposed to be really bad, dude.
Well,
The
I
I feel
jokes
like I
don't
needed to say
land,
this.
for one thing. The jokes don't land, and it seems like Velma is just Mindy Kaling. It's just a self-insert.
If you like Mindy Kaling, then, maybe you're into the show. I don't know.
Sometimes in the right angles.
What's the tomatoes on that again? Because I think I remember seeing like the critics gave it a score, but then the audience so far have been like, "What in the world is
So
this?"
the
has
critic
like an-
score is a 51% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Oh,
and the user score is a 6%.
wait a second.
And on
like,
IMDb, it is at a 1 point something out of 10.
Well, people
wait, what the
like
fuck? Is this like the
I-
lowest score ever?
It is now officially the lowest rated media of all time. It just beat out the Dragon Ball movie.
Wait, hold on, dude. You know how fans can be, though. Motherfuckers are toxic.
Well,
They'll
Well,
fucking
piss
review
off-
bomb.
You
The
piss
user
off-
score is after the review bombing. Like they scrubbed a lot of the
Oh.
reviews because of that. So this is
Okay.
post review bomb correction.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, what if it's just review bombed because it makes fun of white people, like they changed all the characters and now it's all woke and shit, and people actually take time out of their lives just to review bomb something because it's woke. It's like, damn, that's fucking sad, dude.
But okay, so okay, so I heard people describe that Wednesday show, right? To me, they were describing it. They were like, "There's fucking werewolves. There's all this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like different, I would say, races within the universe, right? Things that would fit within that universe.
yeah, like
and-
Adam's Family, that classic
Yeah, like
monster
spooky shit.
spooky stuff. Yeah,
And they insert a lot of wokeness, a lot of things that would be directed towards certain races, and apply those to like werewolves or vampires or whoever the fuck.
okay.
Is that that's shoehorned in? I feel like that type of pandering is just fucking stupid.
Or what if, Edwin, you're a racist and you just view things
Mm,
like in that lens.
anti-discriminatory.
You're,
I don't like being pandered to, and you can clearly see when you're being pandered to. I
Well, hey,
remember.
man,
I remember saying.
you know
Go
what? If
ahead.
the shoe fits, then I'm just kidding.
I'm not one to like, right. I'm not gonna get offended on someone else's behalf, right?
Okay.
So like, I can't speak to shoehorning or anything like that. If I see something is pandering, then like maybe they don't, and that's cool. If that community is like, oh, cool, some representation, then hey, that's fine.
I remember talking to one of my coworkers, and I told her about like my views on like the Batgirl show, things that were coming out. I think Miss Marvel had just come out,
Mm-hmm.
and I told her like, I told her like, as a woman, would you rather see them be badass or them tell you that they're badass at every single moment they could get? Right?
Right.
And the whole time she thought I was fucking insane, misogynistic, and I was just like, that during that interaction, she was just like, holy shit, this dude really hates women. And I would say a couple months ago, she hit me up again. And she was like, hey, I was watching She-Hulk, and what you were telling me finally set in. Like, the fact that I was just getting pandered to with these shows and movies and stuff. And I rewatched Miss Marvel because of it. I rewatched all these things that you were telling me that I was being pandered to, and I thought you were just being fucking bigoted.
Wow. So Edwin is not a racist, nor is he misogynistic.
He's
Yeah.
just a giant mansplainer. Now listen here, women, and Edwin is going to
Listen
tell
here.
you why you're being pandered to, okay? Pay close attention.
Listen, yeah, you might not get this. You might be busy thinking about having children, but you might want to stop that.
Damn.
Because you're being pandered to.
No, yeah, I think it happens with every single piece of media. The latest Batman movie it was a great movie. I fucking thoroughly enjoyed it. And then fucking they had a line that they threw in there that it was just like, it's about the white privilege, this white privileged motherfuckers, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, what the fuck does that matter, dude? Just stop that.
There wasn't a part of you that was just like, yeah, fuck them.
No. That whole line was just people thinking, oh, they're gonna want to hear these. They're gonna eat this shit up. They want this, and it's just like what the why? What the fuck does this have to do with Batman? If anything, he's white privileged.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
She was actually attacking him. It's that moment for sure. For those who didn't see it, I mean, definitely recommend seeing the latest Batman movie. But when that line was thrown out, I was just like, there it is. We were missing this. I knew there was something missing in this movie. But I honestly, it was like such a small thing that, like, and to a certain extent, and within like that Gotham universe, it's like, okay, yeah, like, I took it more as just like, rich people be doing the rich people things and like the corruption stuff. I didn't take it too much as like, I hate white people. It's more of like, there's white terrible people here that are rich. So I was just like, yeah,
But
the rich people do be doing that.
Did it need it though at that moment? Like that moment really did take me out, and then I like, okay. But that movie was excellent.
Oh, it's like one of those moments where like you're immersed into
immersion
the
was
world,
broken.
and then it like breaks that wall, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm reminded of fucking all the trash that's going on around me again.
Yeah, and it's just like,
Okay.
maybe we didn't need this. We don't need all this stuff.
You
So-
saying that reminds me of the line in Nope. No, Us. When they're like, the family surrounding them, and they're like, who are you? We're Americans.
It takes you out, right?
Yeah, that's what I was like. What? Okay.
Good. Good.
All right. Was that supposed to be a
Yeah.
joke?
So is Velma given that it's a 6% audience score on Tomatoes?
Oh, it's already been rumored to have been renewed for a second season.
Is this one of
Okay,
those marketing,
so-
like drama marketing?
It's looking like that. People are just watching it because it's so bad that, like, I guess their ratings are pretty good.
Is there? I mean, there's certain things, right, that are so bad that they end up being good, but we all know they're bad. Like the prime example is Morbius. We all
Jersey
know
Shore.
it's bad, but we shit on it for fun because it's so bad. The Jersey Shore as well, and ironically, you can say how shitty it is, but everyone's just like, it's T-shirt time. You know, everybody knows the fucking lines, but everyone's just
Right,
like, ah.
But I feel like
fucking
there's
Jersey
a
Shore."
difference between trash TV that's just trash TV, you know, like Jerry Springer,
Okay.
Jersey Shore. These shows are terrible, but that's the whole point of the show.
I think it's the whole
Velma-
premise.
But with Velma, I'm pretty sure they didn't set out to be a bad show. You know, there's a difference.
Huh.
All this talking about Velma makes me want to watch it. That's the thing, though. Like,
Watch
you know what
it.
I'm saying? That's the thing,
Watch
though.
it.
Like,
I've heard
people-
people can't get through the first 8 minutes. Some people couldn't get past the cold opening.
you
Damn.
you nut before you make
Yeah.
it through 8
They're like, okay, like, because they're like, oh, we gotta watch it. There's so much controversy, and then they're like, oh.
I mean, one of
I
the
thi-
weird things that I've heard about, I mean, I haven't watched it, but one of the weird things that I heard about it is that, I mean, they're all supposed to be in high school, but there's like, I guess like, how would you describe it? It's like there's like Velma and Daphne like making out, for example, and it's just kind of like, is it weird to like put like sexual stuff, even if it's animated? Like if they're supposed to be younger children, this is like a thing that's not just a problem in Velma, but in just in other media in general. Like,
Anime.
it's like a tiptoe between
Anime is
like,
Japanese, though.
is there such a thing as
American.
tasteful children doing
God,
adult stuff?
So, okay, I was talking about this during the week. We were talking about
You talk about children doing stuff to each other? That's
no,
kinda weird,
we were talking about shorts women have to use for sports
Oh,
that don't require, like, if you're playing soccer, you don't require tight shorts, right? But women's shorts in soccer are way tighter and way shorter. And it's one of those things that, like, it's the unspoken thing, I guess. Volleyball, like,
so it's
why?
not for mobility?
yeah, aerodynamics or some bullshit, right? Like,
I've been lied to.
No way.
yeah,
I thought the
it's like,
spandex made them play better.
it's ridiculous, but nobody, like,
I mean, guys play in basketball shorts when they play volleyball. They play in basketball shorts, and then girls volleyball they're playing in spandex. Like basically,
yeah, that's the
booty
thing.
shorts.
Like, you don't have to say it. You don't have to say it, but it seems like America has a huge thing for you know what I mean?
Let me play devil's advocate here with some crazy theories.
Okay.
All right, so what did men wear when they played basketball in the 80s and the 70s?
Okay. they're
Super short shorts.
Some
yeah.
short shorts, right? So maybe women's sports is just in that phase of wearing short shorts, dude. Maybe they
Shut
haven't
the
caught up to the
fuck
modern
up.
times yet,
They,
dude.
they haven't.
I don't know, I'm
evolved
just saying.
yet. They haven't.
Edwin,
evolved.
I'm just asking questions, bro. I'm just asking
They
questions.
haven't evolved yet. That's what Jeff's saying.
Yeah,
that they're
they-
still in their primitive state.
They're still in the black and
Exactly.
white. They're still in the black and white era.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. So what? Anything else? Any other cool theories?
Mhm.
The devil advocate theories.
You
Like-
gotta put cheeks in seats, dude.
Yeah. I like, God damn it, dude. there's no need for any of that. But America really fucking loves it.
Dude, it's. I mean, I don't like. I'm not about to go fucking crazy woke here, but the more you look around, the more you're like, fuck, man, this patriarchal society, it really is fucked up. Why? Why?
Yeah.
A lot of, I mean, again, I don't want to go super woke here, but at the end of the day, whenever you ask yourself why, funny enough, a lot of the times, the why at the end of that why is it's either men or it's white people.
Because it makes us hard.
And I don't want to go crazy woke, but it's just like, fuck. I don't know. It's fucking weird, but yeah, children doing like I think just to get away with like sexualizing children. I have seen it in movies where kids are like maybe that awkward first kiss, but they don't make it like sexy, you know? They just make it like awkward. So if it's awkward, does that like quote unquote make it okay?
Yeah, it's like a sweaty hand relationship.
I don't
Go
know,
ahead,
man.
Jeff.
I've always found like children's relationships and shows cringe as fuck.
It's just weird.
It is just weird. Like, I like what's Cobra Kai. I like the show, but when they're doing the couple stuff, I'm like, ugh.
And they're
Well,
all
okay.
they're all kids in Cobra Kai as well.
Yeah, they're all like high school students.
But is it weird? Like you had a
I
crush
mean, we were
as a
15
kid.
once, right?
When you were a kid, yeah, you had a crush.
I ain't 15 no more.
But does it
I
have
know,
to be
but-
on TV?
Edwin, that's the whole point of the episode. We're 30 now.
Yeah, but like, if it's an innocent, like your relationships as a child aren't gonna be as drastic as they are as an adult, and as long as they keep it child appropriate, I don't see any reasons for a little kid to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
I mean, stuff like
In
that
a
is
show.
fine, but it's just I just find it cringe. That's all I'm saying. I just find it cringe.
Does it ever add to the story? Like if
It could.
left out completely, does it make the story worse?
Not in Cobra Kai. I don't think he would have gotten his back broken. That was a great fight in the end of season. one or two.
Okay. That was during a fight. I was like, oh, dude.
Well, they were only
Somebody-
fighting because they were fighting over a woman.
I was like,
you know?
somebody got their back broken, bro. Oh,
Bro,
Yeah.
that shit was
Back-
crazy. He got karate kicked off a staircase and
Oh.
landed on the guardrail.
He got his back blown out.
Bro, he was paralyzed for a bit. It was crazy. It's a crazy fight.
You just say he needed a wheelchair.
oh God.
Hey, he was in a wheelchair, bro. It was a crazy fight.
This is 30. This is
He put him in a body bag,
the
dude.
knee
A
slap,
body
the
bag.
knee slappers. Oh God.
Oh man, Jesus, man, how do we get here? But anime's been doing that shit forever.
But that's a difference in cultures,
That's
man.
a 1,000-year-old dragon.
It's a
girl.
1,000-year-old dragon, Edwin. Come on, dude.
Come on.
I've never been to Japan, but there's a guy I watch who went to Japan, and he said he was overly shocked about how overly sexualized children are over there, and that he went to one of those maid cafes, right? And it's well known over there that a majority of the girls that work in these maid cafes are like 14 to 16 years old.
Well, that's the end of the podcast. So I'm just kidding.
Well, like
No,
there's that whole thing of like what is considered a full grown adult, right? And that changes it within America itself. So I don't know, like that's the elefante in the room with Japan or other countries, what they consider women, right? Mexico considers a woman at 15.
Ah, yes, the quinceaneras
Why'd you say it that way, dude?
for the white folk at home.
So,
yeah,
so I get called out every time for whitening up my language, and I'm like, oh, god damn it, because nobody speaks Spanish, and so I'll be like, oh, I'll say something super white, and then
Do you say jalapenos?
no, not like that. That's just ridiculous. But yeah,
Quesadillas.
or like San Jacinto,
Oh.
and it'd be like, as opposed to San Jacinto, right?
Okay.
As you would say it. But like it's ridiculous. White people calling me out for accommodating.
That's why you don't accommodate. Don't accommodate, Edwin.
Yeah, just fucking hardcore hit all of the accents. But yeah, Jesus, we got into this weird shit right
The
now.
ramblings of 30-year-olds.
What the fuck? Yeah. I've been laughing this entire podcast because I'm fucking loopy.
It's going back to what Jeff was talking about. Maybe we did. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but when you brought it up, it reminded me of this video I watched through Asian Boss, which is like another content creator channel that does interviews with people at various different Asian countries. And one of the things that they interviewed people on is, I guess in Japan, there's some elementary schools and I guess primary schools that they ban things like pigtails and like skirts and things like that, or basically anything that will show like neck or thighs, because because boys will be boys. And so, every country will, figure out, what'll work best for them. But they're basically interviewing people, like adults on the street, like, what do you think about this? You think this is the right thing to do to curve, I guess, any kind of like, weird boys doing or fantasizing over, little girls. And there was some angles that I was like, okay, that's interesting, because one of them was like, okay, yes, we shouldn't tell people how to dress or girls how to dress, and that boys should behave better. So like, what the hell? Why do girls have to suffer because boys they misbehave? And then one of the takes that I liked was basically saying that in putting these kind of rules and laws in place, like, what are you trying to say about the boys in your country? Like, you're actually kind of like talking bad about them in a way. And I was like, okay, that's a different angle. I can appreciate that angle as well. It's because not all boys are bad, but if you force people to do a certain thing because of, let's say, a different group, then doesn't that, maybe in this case it wouldn't, but wouldn't things like resentment start growing, where it's just like, how come we're being treated different? Like, we're girls and we're being treated different than boys. Like, doesn't that kind of like, over the span of many other laws and rules, doesn't that spawn like resentment?
When it comes to like being sexualized and fetishized, I don't know. Like, what would that do for somebody who enjoys wearing the skirts and the pigtails? Is that what you're referring to? Am I trivializing it?
I mean, this is just like one example of just like, if you place enough rules of this kind on society, then do you ever get any kind of clash or battle of the sexes in a way? Because resentment might grow between, like, when we're getting treated different.
Interesting question to ponder on.
Well, there's that. I mean, I'm not even gonna claim to understand or any of it, but like,
Oh yeah, we're not
covering
Japanese
up
or anything. Yeah,
they're like covering up women in like
or like in the Middle East.
the Middle East, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, and all that's popping off over there.
Yeah,
Are
like,
things still popping off in Iran?
yeah, things are crazy popping off. People are being sentenced to death.
Well, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Men and women.
Yeah, for supporting like national soccer players have been sentenced to death by their countries for supporting the protests during tournaments and stuff. Like very high profile people have been sentenced to death, and the strategy there by the government is take out the high profile people to show the rest of the people.
It sends a message.
Yeah. That's insanity. But anyways, back to like covering or altering the way women dress as opposed to the men to stop men from being weird. I think it's just a education issue. How about you just raise your men differently?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if your objective is to control women, that feels like you're going in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
and that's coming as a guy, because I mean, I would say that the three of us here were pretty decent guys, but I mean, we've met like real degenerates, and so we know they're out there.
Yeah.
So
back to Japan being fucking weird. The PE uniforms for women are insane.
I don't know how those look.
Yeah. I don't do extensive research on the dress codes for Japanese schools.
Anime would have exposed you to this already, but it's they're like
like the short track shorts type of.
They're not short track shorts. They're like booty shorts, aren't they?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen them in real life. Just
they're like
animes.
They're like panties with a white shirt on.
Well, see,
I don't know what animes you're watching, dude.
Well, Edwin watches.
I don't want to look this up. I don't want to look this up on Google. I don't want to end up in a list, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
What do little girls wear in Japan?
In animes?
Jesus Christ!
Oh man, the world is fucked. Then we get islands for rich people to have fun with.
Well, we're 30. Let's see how the world looks like in another 30, huh?
Ooh, and at 60?
Sheesh. Life is moving fast now.
Bro, you just put me at 60, and that's when we've been talking about Roth IRAs, and I've been having a crisis.
You gotta invest. You just put it in the S&P.
I don't even know what any of this means, dude.
Bro, if David heard you speaking right now, how many lectures has he given on this? Yeah, come on, man.
You're 30. You gotta figure it out now.
I gotta figure it out. I gotta maximize my contributions yearly.
Mm-hmm. You gotta see how much they match so you can maximize that.
Social Security is going to the shitters, so don't expect any of that. So,
yeah.
But what else?
Positive outlook out here, yeah. That's what we're gonna leave everyone with.
Ain't nothing positive. We're 30. Life's over as we know it.
It's all downhill from here.
Stop sexualizing little girls, you fucks.
And do I have anything to tell people? You don't have to wait till you're 30 to make moves. And if you're already 30, make moves. And if you're in your 40s,
you have moves.
I hope you made moves, and if you haven't, it's never too late. Until you're in your deathbed, then now it's too late. Was that positive? Or was that negative? Oh shit!
I think that was positive.
Let the people decide.
Oh, live life with no regrets. There you go.
Live life, love.
With no
Jeff,
regrets.
you need to bring back the proverbs.
Live, laugh, love.
You need to bring back the proverbs of your Instagram page.
Ah, yes.
You could end it with like
simpler times.
You could end it with like
like a good quote.
The best time to plant a tree is today. No, wait, I don't know, I fucked it up. But something about planting a tree yesterday.
Yeah. Nah, my favorite one is still when the lumberjack marched into the forest, the trees whispered amongst themselves, at least the handle's one of us.
Oh man.
And with that will end our episode. How does that sound, boys?
I think at least it's one of us, man.
Yeah. And just want to, for those of you who made it this far, we decided not to renew our tiltandosterd.com website And it's not because I stopped updating it after, like, around episode 30 something or 20 something. It's not because of that. No, it's not because of that. It's
because the internet got too hard to use. It's difficult on my hands.
We're 30 years old, guys. Cut us some slack.
I have arthritis.
may or may not come back, but for the time being, if anybody checked out the website, thank you for checking it out. But we won't be going down that path for the foreseeable future. But we'll still have the socials going and all that. At least I'm gonna try to make more of a push for that this year. I did make that like a resolution of sorts, and so thank you guys for listening.
Cool.
You gonna hit us with some music? Hey, actually, yeah, let's grow that Discord too, where you guys can have we can have active conversations on the Discord and make this give and go.
Yeah, our primary points of contact are now our Instagram and Discord. So join the Discord.
Oh yeah. Remember to join us to share questions and voice your thoughts on what has you tilted, not stirred.
I laughed too much this episode.
You didn't laugh enough.
So Edwin's a racist, misogynist, and
he's a mansplainer.
Mansplain. What else is he? Man, I lost track.
That's so many things.